All right, y'all, we live. This is a special one right here. This is a video we doing on John Barrett. Y'all know on this channel, man, we like to speak the truth. We like to get the truth out there. You know, as people that really want to speak the truth and they don't care what happens by them speaking the truth. So we have to have independent, unbiased media to support the people and the truth. That's what this channel is about. So we getting into John Barrett right now. You know, it touched me to hear this man's situation, his family, his situation. I'm going to let y'all hear a clip for yourself. But John Barrett was a whistleblower for Boeing, the 747s. We're going to get into this clip. I'm going to give y'all my commentary, give y'all what I think. And I want y'all to give me what y'all think in the comment section. But without further ado, let's get it.
I know that he did not commit suicide. There's no way.
First tonight, our investigative reporter Ann Emerson has new information in the death of Boeing whistleblower John Barnett. A close family friend of Barnett says he predicted he might wind up dead, that a story could surface that he killed himself. But he told her, don't believe it. Ann?
Tessa, Barnett's family friend Jennifer said they had talked about this exact scenario playing out, but his words seemed like a premonition. He told her, don't ever believe it.
I knew John because his mom and my mom are best friends. And so over the years, get-togethers, birthdays, celebrations, and, whatnot, we've all got together and talked. And, that's how we really know each other.
And when Jennifer needed help one day, Barnett came by to see her. They talked about his upcoming depositions in Charleston. Jennifer knew he filed an extremely damaging complaint against Boeing. He says the aerospace giant retaliated against him when he blew the whistle on unsafe practices. For more than 30 years, Barnett was a quality manager. He'd recently retired and moved back to look after his mom in Louisiana.
He wasn't concerned about safety because I asked him, I said, aren't you scared? And he said, and his voice and the way he would talk, no, I ain't scared. He said, but if anything happens to me, it's not suicide. I know that he did not commit suicide. There's no way. He loved life too much. He loved his family, his brothers too much to put them through what they're going through right now.
And he basically told you not to believe it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Not true. He's got too much to do, likes breathing. And he did. He had a lot of plans of things that he wanted to do.
What do you think happened?
I think somebody got in there and made, money can buy anything nowadays, it seems like. And there's a lot of evil in this world. I think somebody didn't like what he had to say and wanted to shut him up and didn't want it to come back on anyone. So that's why they made it look like a suicide.
The last time she saw Barnett, it was at her father's funeral in late February. He was one of the pallbearers. Sometimes family and friends referred to him by his middle name, Mitch.
I think everybody is in disbelief and can't believe it. And I told everybody that I don't care what they say. I know that Mitch didn't do that.
And just because Mitch Barnett is dead doesn't mean this case won't move forward. His attorneys say they're still prepared to go to trial in June. Working for you, Ann Emerson, News 4.
Okay, so there it is. Mr. John Barnett. I see him there. He was going up against Boeing, and he was saying that, look, y'all got some practices that y'all going on that ain't safe for the people. And we see this time and time again, as I was going over the trial, not the trials, but the investigation of Tiffany Henyard and Fannie Willis, and we see when somebody's a whistleblower in your camp, they get fired. They get put out. They get put out of the organization because you're not going with what's going on. And this could have been the same thing for him. Somebody had to silence him. Now, to me, hearing his close friends say that, I don't think the man would have killed himself. I don't just see older men, older people just killing themselves. We don't normally, that's really not the norm of a older person. You really see that with, a younger person is not it, but somebody that done lived, you normally see, we don't really see that. Okay. And only time this happens is in like big, and I can't say I don't, but I just don't see older people wanting to do that. They got grandkids that love them. I don't see them just wanting to take themselves out. Me personally, but let me know what y'all think in the comment sections. But I think that he was. I think that they wanted to close his mouth. I think that they wanted to put this, behind them. He was speaking on some things that may have hurt their $1 billion brand, and with that, I don't think it's gonna sit too well with people that's making billions of dollars. But the sad thing about it is we probably gonna brush over this. Everybody probably gonna be like, it's just somebody else died and nothing, you know, nothing is gonna happen. This is why we need independent media. We need people speaking up on truth. Because sad part about it is this is probably what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be enough evidence. These big guys, when stuff like this happens, it's like a win for them because no matter how much people can talk and spread this truth, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It was a suicide. It's not going to be no investigations. It's like, what's going to happen after this? How can you're going to have to prove this. And, there's nothing to prove here. When you got money like that, when you got billions to blow, is you can get away with crime and get rid of evidence. So that's my take on it. I can't say that he did. I just highly doubt it. I would feel like it would be a less than 1% chance that he would kill himself, and it would be more probable that if he was a whistleblower for somebody, like we see what whistleblowers do. If you research any whistleblower in that did anything, okay, they got punished. Things that happen, when you tell an establishment and you try to, and you're possible in a way of them losing a lot of money. Things happen to you. This ain't the first time this happened. So, in my mind, in my belief, I'm going with the fact of how his best friend, the lady, was speaking it. I don't think he would have killed himself. I think that somebody, had some power and they had to shut him up, and that's why that's why this was the end of his, life because of that. And this is reality, okay? And this is what independent, unbiased media is so important because when people say things, they're gonna need help because you know. But then again, it's like, dang, he can, we can say this is true, but we still got to prove this to Boeing because what are you gonna do? You gonna just stop riding the planes? They still putting planes in the air. Like, what could the people do? Y'all let me know in the comments. What could the people do to like combat this? Like, what could you do? What could you gather people up to do to make sure, you know, nobody could do nothing to whistleblowers? It's just hard. When you got a lot of money, man, it's easy for you to get things done, especially stuff like this. So sad day for the whistleblowers. They always end up, last. They always end up, getting the bad end of the stick. As we see with everything. When you go to speaking up about truth, it don't end well for you. So Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Do you think John Barrett killed himself? I hate to say, I want to keep it light for YouTube, be tripping, but do you think he deleted himself, or do you think he was set up by the company he was whistleblowing on? That's it for this video. We ain't gonna touch on too much, man. I wanted to get this little live in. This was big. It's going around a lot, and I think it's good for independent media to touch on this, get this word out, have everybody thinking, and see what we can come up with. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.